You actually see this with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
So I have to see this with okay, that's
Yeah, you're
beautiful. That's
shitting all
wonderful.
over a movie that I actually thought was pretty fucking great for
Well,
seeing it
it's
without seeing the first three. Welcome back to Treason Space, the podcast where we boldly go where no reviewer has gone before through every movie genre, fueled by fan opinion and questionable nostalgia, and our very own hot takes. This week, Jason and I watched the 1985 rated PG sport drama Rocky 4. I'm your host for this episode, Nate Hanks, and with me, as always, is the most handsome man on the internet, Jason Smith. Jason, uh, I picked Rocky 4.
yes, I see that you picked Rocky 4, and I have a lot of problems with this movie from the get-go. And I'm not sure I
Oh,
would even call it a sports movie. But I don't know if the people even know what this movie's about because it came out like literally 40 years ago.
well, I guess that sounds like probably the smart choice to make. Instead of picking the movie that has three before it and not seeing any of the three actually before it and going right to the fourth movie. So here, let me tell you about this movie. Heavyweight champion Rocky Balboa trains in Siberia for a match against the Soviet fighter who killed Apollo Creed in front of a ferocious Russian crowd. He fights for one final showdown.
That is a terrible description of this movie. That is the
That's from Rotten Tomatoes.
okay because it's like, did the Soviet fighter kill Apollo Creed just for the hell of it?
It
Did he
seemed like
kill
it.
him like in the ring, which he does in the movie? Does he do it? They don't explain. And it says in front of a ferocious Russian crowd. Does he kill it in front of a ferocious Russian crowd, or does he fight him? And what final showdown? We were in the. It's a very bad written review synopsis of this movie.
It is,
So
but I this actually in you made me think about this. The difference between the fight in the US versus the fight in Russia. Like everybody came in the ring in the US. Everybody in Russia, they sat the fuck down and waited. Like there's a problem with discipline in this country.
You lack discipline. You all need more discipline.
that's pretty good. I will say I did enjoy near the end where Drago picks up that one dude. Just put I fight for me. I fight for me. I write for I like that
Yeah.
one scene. That was really good, badass scene. Because um, I was looking up because I saw that Drago hit like 1750 psi, then 1850, then 21, whatever. So I looked up what's the average punch of a heavyweight boxer. You
I
know,
think it was 185, by the way.
no, it's 15, 1700, 1750,
Oh, okay.
up to 2150.
Oh,
The average for a boxer is 1650 to 1895. This man is hitting 21. Yeah. Rocky's dead, dude. No wonder he killed Apollo Creed. Rocky's dead.
yeah.
Rock,
There's no way his face takes those punches. And
no,
I mean, hold on. Time out. Time out.
go back to the beginning.
We are way too far ahead in this movie. Like, we're already talking about the end of the movie. We got to talk about the beginning of this movie. So,
Oh, there's a
right
beginning. I thought
away.
it was just
Yeah.
one boxing movie. I thought it was just an hour worth of boxing. That's what I
Oh,
thought it was.
Sylvester Stallone, just on a side note here, brilliant fucking writer. He wrote this movie so well. Oh, like I actually kind of want to see the rest of the Rockies now that I saw this movie. However, he is such a cheater, a dirty little freaking cheater. This movie is an hour and 31 minutes. At least 20 of those minutes is music with like
Oh,
flashback scenes and people just jumping around and doing exercise stuff. Like it's kind of neat, but you shaved 20 minutes off that movie, man, you're in and out and having lunch. Like,
I have one of my 1-star reviews mentions this exact thing. It's the longest one I have, so I am glad you brought that up because you noticed it too. And I don't want to mention it because the reviewer mentioned it, but I will mention this. Okay, let's start the movie. He's getting beat up by Mr. T in the ring, right?
yeah, dude, Mr. T,
Okay,
it should look in that fight, it looked like T had it.
okay.
Like,
So he gets beat up by Mr. T, and then Apollo Creed is his manager, Rocky's manager in
yeah,
this flashback, and then they show not Mr. T, but Clubber Lang, no, Apollo Creed and him sparring
yeah,
because Apollo said you owe me a favor because he beat him by 1 second, and um, and then Apollo Creed says he wants to fight the Russian because he loses his glory, and they're like best friends, Apollo Creed and Rocky. Am I right? Am I so far so good?
yeah.
And
Except I want to mention that Creed calls Balboa Stallion, and that
Italian
is
Stallion.
so no, he just calls him Stallion. Just
Okay.
calling the man Stallion is weird and creepy. Like that
So,
shouldn't be a no. That's
and
weird.
then they're sitting there watching videos of them fighting each other. So you should have ducked that. You should have did this. Like they're watching like previews of her. And he goes the second fight. So there's 2 fights. So you know, so they become friends, but they were first enemies or opponents. Is that what I'm supposed to understand?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so they're apparent, and then he gets killed. Okay, in
Yep.
the ring,
Because
Apollo,
Rocky didn't throw in the towel.
because he told him not to throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel.
Yeah,
He goes, oh,
it's still Rocky's
so
fault that Apollo's dead.
so my question is, this is it. This is it. Why does Rocky have to fight the guy? Okay, Apollo dies. I get that, but they didn't build up the relationship between Apollo and Rocky to the point where it matters. Like he would try to die for Apollo. They didn't build that up at all. It's like,
I mean,
why do I care that Apollo died? He wasn't
you
nothing. He
know,
was in the movie like 2 minutes.
you're right. You're right.
It's
I think
almost like
what's weird for
I.
me. Go
Go ahead.
ahead. No,
No, no, finish,
I
finish.
think you're gonna go where I'm going. So go ahead.
No, no, no. I don't think I'm going where you're going. Go ahead.
Well, it seems like watching the movie before this probably would have built the chemistry needed to understand the chemistry between Apollo Creed and Rocky
You are
Balboa.
going exactly where I was going, so I am wrong. Yes. So I'm like, it's almost been beneficial to watch the other 3 movies before we watch this one.
But it is festive trees, folks, and this movie is
This isn't
considered a
festive
Christmas
trees.
movie
This isn't. Well, I don't know how's this a Christmas movie.
because they fought on Christmas Day.
Did they?
They did. December 25th, they fought in Russia. This is like Die Hard, everybody. They think that this movie is a Christmas movie, just like every other movie we are going to watch in December. Is it a Christmas movie?
Okay.
Isn't it a Christmas movie? That's why
It's a
it's
murder
here on
movie,
Festive Tree.
but
And you
I
know
can't
what?
get into.
Why was Drago not have charges brought up against him? He killed the dude.
Because it was one of those things. We kill someone in the ring, it's accidental. Hey, I know that, but my point is this: is about we should have watched the other movies first. We should have done something different. It's kind of like if someone said to you, hey, Nate, I've never watched Kevin Smith movies. Which one should I watch first? Should I tell them Clerks 3? Because they wouldn't care about Clerks 3 without building
But
up 1
see,
and 2.
here's the thing, Jason. Anybody that has already watched, I can't believe I'm gonna either have to edit this all out or find hope that this works. This is the worst review I'm doing so far.
That's wonderful.
I want to be
I guess we're not talking about the movie itself. I'm sorry. We should talk about the movie itself.
Yes.
This is where I have a problem with the movie because I got to see it by itself with new eyes. I got to pretend I haven't seen the other 3.
But see, here's the thing, at least enough. I haven't seen the other Rockies. I think I've seen some of Rocky 1. I haven't seen Rocky 2.
Oh,
I haven't seen Rocky 3. This is my first Rocky movie. I've not seen any of them, but I do have a basic understanding that Apollo Creed has significance. But I've also seen Creed. And if
Oh
you
yes,
watch
yes.
Creed, that helps build the chemistry to Rocky 4 as well, and that helped as well. Though I was very confused on how Apollo Creed had a kid. Was it this kid with
Yeah, he
somebody
had a kid.
else?
Yeah, he had a kid out on Red Lock. He cheated
Okay.
on his wife. That's all it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So okay, well that's fair because you never see. So you actually see this with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
So I have to see this with. Okay, that's
Yeah, you're
beautiful. That's
shitting all
wonderful.
over a movie that I actually thought was pretty fucking great for
Well,
seeing it
it's.
without seeing the first three.
But back to my major point. So it has to build up. Okay, I guess they did their best to kind of give everyone an update about the friendship they had, but
Right.
they had a really big arc before they are where they are now. And I'm telling you right now, for Rocky fans, don't be friends with Rocky. Don't. You die. That's what happens. Someone dies in every film close to him. Dead, 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 dead. Like, just don't do it.
Uh
I'm gonna ruin, just go ahead.
the I want to talk about this robot. Like
Yes.
I forgot that there was a period in America where robots were interesting and everybody wanted them. There's like a whole run of robot movies. And what really made me kind of take back a little bit is when this kid is waxing the robot and he's riding
Mm-hmm.
on top of him, and then the robot says, "You you can get it right here."
You can get it right here.
What? I don't remember that.
Like you have this 12-year-old boy riding along on this fucking robot, waxing it, and then he goes, "You can get it right here" in a robot voice. I'm probably gonna insert it because it's pretty funny.
Dude, that I would must have just like let that fly over my head. You can get it right here. That's disturbing. But that's Paulie. That is the wife's brother. That's so Rocky's brother-in-law, who the robot was for.
Right.
Yeah. That was very weird to me. Paulie's always been just a douchebag, like in every movie he's in with Rocky.
I do really like when he's getting ready to fight Drago, and Paulie like is kind of crying. He's like, I go to sleep at night wishing I was like more like you. And then when he's getting ready to get out of the ring, he goes, "You know what I said earlier about being like you? Yeah, I don't want to be like you right now." And gets out of the ring. I thought that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
And also, like when they're fighting, he goes, he hit hard. I'm seeing three of them. Hit the one in the middle. Yeah, hit the one
Hit
in the
the one in the
middle.
middle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, that's really good. So you're right. Most of this movie is the boxing thing. There's not much build up for it. But go ahead.
There's a conversation, and it was so beautifully done, between Apollo Creed and Rocky, where it's at the end of they're watching their videos and they're talking back and forth. I loved that scene. Like I don't remember enough to be like verbatim of the words, but I want to
Right.
at least bring attention to that. Like for anybody that's like thinking about the watching Rockies, like yeah, definitely go watch the other ones. But in this one, like watch those ones and come to this. Maybe we'll watch the other Rockies at some point. That's the
No
beauty
need.
of the internet.
There's no need.
And
But what was the conversation about?
it was just them like Apollo and Rocky talking about why Apollo needs to have the fight. And
Yes, because
like,
you sure it's not against the Russians, it's against yourself.
yeah.
Yes.
And you know, Creed may be saying it was for him or whatever, but it was definitely patriotism. Like that
Mhm.
was the rooted of all. And then he was so damn cocky for being so not prepared. He should not have fought that
Well,
fight at
he's so
all.
fast and so quick, and I'm telling you, I love it because it was in 1985, a lot of pressure or stress between Russia and the United States. There really was. Like the Cold War was really hot
Yeah.
right then. Um, and what was I going to say? He said, "I must break you." That's what he says to him. And he thought he was going to beat him up, and he goes, put your fist up," and he goes like that to slam on his fist, and his
Yeah.
arms didn't move,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, okay." It's like he was scared shitless at that point.
But you know what though? you could tell he was very scared, but man, he didn't show it. He was
No.
confident, arrogant, and cocky the whole time. And also, Carl Weathers in the 80s, oh,
Yeah.
he was fine.
Yeah. He's a good looking man. He got that.
Ooh.
Oh, he got the part for the first Rocky, and he wasn't a boxer, but he told the people he was a boxer. He knew how to box. But they liked his acting ability so much that, and he practiced boxing and he got the part. But uh, I might be wrong, but maybe Creed 2 or Creed 3 is more now, but this is the highest grossing film in the Rocky franchise.
Is
Dollar
it?
for dollar. Oh, absolutely. It
Well,
exploded at the theaters.
You got James Brown in it, so that helps.
Coming
then-
to America.
The fact that I wrote down Count of Monte Fisto because I thought that was so brilliant. But when Rocky goes to freaking Apollo, he's like, "You got enough names?" He's like, "Hold on, there's more."
Yeah.
The dancing destroyer, the king of Sting, the Count of Monte Fisto.
Yo, you think you got enough names?
Patience, Daddy. Almost done.
The master of disaster, the one and only Apollo Creed.
Oh, if you more.
Yeah, he was always that. He was Muhammad Ali. He was modeled after Muhammad Ali, I think.
Oh, interesting.
So that's why he was so flamboyant, and maybe not flamboyant. That's not a bad word. Not bad word. Wrong word. But he was tearing up Drago. I mean, Drago was just like putting his hand out there, waiting to hit him one time.
Yeah.
And he did a pretty good job. And knocked. Apollo Creed held his ground until he got hit like 6 times, 8 times, or whatever. Most fights have been stopped, exhibition or not.
Yeah.
Don't have to throw the flat.
That fight
outlet.
should have been stopped.
And the referee should be fired.
Yeah. That was awful management of the United States. That was poor. I have a math question.
Yes.
261. Is that odd or even?
It's odd.
Now, what if you're talking about weight? Is 261 pounds even? He comes in at an even 261 pounds. How can somebody come in even at 261? That's right.
Oh, I know the reason, but I'm just going to put it down here with the.
Oh,
Let me tell you, or do you want to put down the more you know?
hey, let's put it as more you know. That way you know you got something.
That's a. That's a very good, for people that don't watch boxing or that's a very legitimate question. It really is. Do you know they filmed this in Canada?
I did not.
That was Canada and not Russia. That was not Russia they went to, obviously, but they did go to Canada.
I like it. I have another question.
Yeah.
I question the lovemaking between the Dragos. I feel like it's very efficient.
It must be because they have a son that fought Creed in part 2 of Creed.
Did they?
Yes,
Oh, I apparently have a whole lot of movies to watch. I'm getting into it now.
When I was watching this, I realized there are actually 9 Rocky movies. There's Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Then there's Creed 1, 2, and 3. Even though the third one, Rocky's not in whatsoever. So, because technically there's only 8. So as far as them working out and stuff, in the mountain or whatever in Siberia, I know he was doing these rock things and this cutting the wood, and yes, there's a different kind of strength that comes from that kind of than working out.
Right.
But dude, Drago was so much more powerful than Rocky, so much more stronger. Rocky should have TCI or whatever that's called.
I thought the point of boxing was not to get hit in the face. Because Rocky got hit in the face a lot. Most of the time he got hit in the face.
I did love it when he get hit and he come right up and then he get knocked right back down. Drago just knocked him right back down. And the sound of those punches, the
Yeah.
It was
And
great.
it was totally Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Like you're the
Mhm.
little tiny boxer dude. That's Rocky. And everybody
Yeah,
on the other side of you is just huge. Like there's
yeah,
no
and it
like that reach, the size difference of Drago to Rock. Like that's almost 2 feet, it seems. Like it's
yeah,
crazy.
and he would fling him against the turnbuckle, and I mean, he just, and then he finally got hit that one hit that made him bleed,
Yeah.
and that started the whole thing. Where Drago was like, "Oh, wait a minute," you could tell, you could see it on him, and I
Well,
love that one.
and I also love the line where Drago's like, he's not human.
Yes, yes,
Like
he's
I was
he's
like,
like
oh,
hitting
you know,
iron.
there's no way he's human. He is taking 2,000 square whatever PSIs in the
Hmm.
face at a time, and he's still standing.
And that's a very good point you're making because at the exact same moment, he goes, "You made him bleed. He's not a machine. He's just a man." And then they go to Drago. He's not a man.
Yeah,
They, yeah, he thought he was the machine. He was the man, and it flipped right there at that point in time. And that was him getting confident and Drago not being confident.
yeah, and that's really where it shifted. The entire
Mm.
crowd shifted, and like the commentaries even commented about it. Um, you know, I gotta admit, I picked a pretty darn good movie.
The more we've talked about, the better it's getting in my mindset. And I sorry I gave you shit about number four before one, two, and three by DeRosa Christmas movie. So hopefully you can take all that stuff out. Not all of it, but that's a good 15-minute conversation we didn't have, or we should have had beforehand.
Well, it's like
But
all
the
those
very,
montages that we had to get put through for this movie. We're just filling time.
but I did like his because he's a great writer. He's like, I things have changed the way I feel about you, the way you feel about me, and if I can change and you can change, maybe the whole world. And that was quite a powerful speech,
Yeah.
especially in 1985
Yeah.
when we hated the Russians, scared of everything they did. They were scared of us. They hated us, and the fact like, hey, we're all just people. So it's really good. A very good story that was wrapped around a boxing match.
I agree. Well, I think that we thoroughly talked enough about this movie, and why don't we go ahead and find out what some of the reviewers thought about this movie? So let's go ahead and get into the 5-star and 1-star or less reviews. The first 5-star review comes from Mean S. This was a fun film and has stood the test of time. There are some things I would change about it, but it was great. Movie for its time, and we loved it back in the 80s.
Yes, I mean it was a great movie for its time, and we did love it back in the 80s. It was released in 1985, so like I said, exactly 40 years ago. Not
This
exactly because that
was
would be
released
much.
before I was born.
Do you know they actually had film back then? I know it's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they
I think
actually had some good films. So
maybe
many
I
people
was
out there,
conceived after my parents watched this movie.
many months later.
It could have been on
I forgot what I was going to
VHS. You
say.
don't know. Maybe it was at the
That's
drive-in.
true. Maybe. And I know a lot of people that refuse to watch a movie before they were born because they think it's really old. You waste. I mean, there's so many great movies that you miss if you don't watch an
Yeah.
older movie. But anyway,
We almost watched Kramer versus Kramer.
that's a Christmas movie. The first 1-star or less review comes from Miles. Half a star. Can't greatly recommend this movie again with the director's cut.
There's
Just to be fair, there's
more to
not
this
many ones.
movie?
There's I'd hope so. I couldn't find any 1-star reviews. I found like three. I found three, and those are on here. That's all we
I
got.
believe it. Uh, the next 5-star comes from Shelby D. Rocky 4 is automatically the best movie in the series. I'm sad that Rocky 5 did the series afterwards. What is the movie has the best villain, best action, best characters, and saddest moment? Robot idea for this movie was a bit weird, but it doesn't make the movie bad. Highly recommend 5 stars. Rotten Tomatoes is wrong.
Let's see. What does it say? Best villain? Yes. Best action? No. Best character? No. Saddest moment? No. But I've seen all of them. So, but I could see why someone would think it's the best action. Maybe. It was. Okay, Shelby. The next one star or less review comes from Steve D. That is Steve D. Apollo deserves better. So did the audience.
I still don't think Apollo needed to die. I don't.
No.
I understand the choice. I don't think it needed to happen.
Maybe
Apollo did
couldn't beat him
deserve
so
better.
bad he's in the hospital in a coma or something, and brain bleed, and then he wakes up from it, and
Yeah,
after the fight, something like that.
but he
He
deserved
didn't
at
die.
least to see Rocky beat Drago.
Yes.
I think. But whatever. Whatever. The last 5-star comes from Nathaniel B. Single-handedly defeated communism and the Russians.
I mean, 5 years later, the wall did fall. So
I think Rocky helped. It may have helped. Maybe that's when Russia got it, was 5 years later on a bootleg.
That was funny. Oh, that was good. Love it. The last 1 star or less review comes from Unknown. This movie is a match between 80s pop and Rocky. It hits and misses from start to end. Then there's some more conversation that I deleted. And then this last part. For a good story, you have to jump past 20 plus years from Rocky 3 to Rocky 6, which is Rocky Balboa. The movie is 127 minutes long, including credits. The track is 42 minutes, and there's mostly no dialogue when the music is played. And there are plenty of silent moments in this movie. I believe there's about 20 minutes of dialogue here, mostly front loaded. Depending on your situation, it can be really hard to watch.
I see where you went. Yeah. Yeah. Like a lot of this movie legitimately is an
Music
hour
and
31.
montage.
Yeah. It's maybe a 40-minute movie.
Yeah, I mean, you said 131. He says 127. So you have 4 more minutes than he does for some reason. So apparently they clipped something out of his film.
Yeah. He had 4 minutes less. Lucky bastard. The WTF is, wow, that's funny. Comes from an unknown 5-star from April 9th, 2022. Funny and original, all ages admitted and allowed. LOL.
You did a great job, Nate. I'm proud of you for finding this. What the fuck
Yeah.
is?
How is this original? And where is the humor?
Yeah, it's
It's the
It's definitely
fourth
not
one. It's been done 3 times before.
That's what I'm saying. When you got sequels, we've said this before about originals. Like, it can't be an original if it's a sequel.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's based on an idea already that's not an original idea.
I mean, if they did like what was that TV show where they have a different idea every episode, like Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, yeah.
Like,
An
yes,
anthology series.
yes. Okay, that's an original episode. Original episode. That's fine. If this was not nothing to do with Rocky and like he went to space or he was like in the submarine fighting the octopus, that's original.
That's an
This was
example.
not.
Well, we heard what you at home all thought about this movie as well as what we had said about this movie. So let's find out what the Rotten Tomatoes and the audience scored this movie. The critics at Rotten Tomatoes scored this movie at 39%. While you at home watching us on your screen there, you all rated this movie at 80%.
Because the audience just wanted the woo-rah, whatever. And I wonder how many of these critics are actually Russian.
Yeah, also, I mean, like the guy in the 1-star said, when you have only 20 to 30 minutes of dialogue, can it really be that hard to give it a higher score than 39%?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Fair enough.
anyway, now let's go ahead and rate this movie ourselves. It's time for Jason and I to rate this movie. All right, I will go ahead and kick us off. First off, of course, I will definitely recommend this movie to my surgeon. Why wouldn't I? This movie was fantastic. Outside the fact that, again, an hour and 31-ish minutes or 27, whatever, you lose about 20 minutes of this movie. It's a lot quicker, and it's still pretty freaking good. Yeah, I haven't seen really any other Rocky movies, so I'm not going to hold that against it. I thought the writing was really well done. Stallone directed this movie, I believe, as well, and did a fine job. All in all, I think this movie was really great. I can't not say this movie can't be less than 4 trees, so I'm saying it's 4 trees.
Now it's my turn.
I watched this movie when it first came out. Loved it. Was just so happy to watch it. But I was, 12. I would recommend it to my surgeon because I think every Rocky movie outside of number 5 should be watched. 5 should be, anyways, because they're all very well. 1 and 2 are phenomenal. 3 is really good. 4 is a little bit of average. Rocky Balboa is excellent. But anyways, I like the fight, and I think it was short. I don't think there's much substance to it. It was like, hey, Rocky 3 so popular. Let's make another movie. Let's kind of calm down the temperatures with the Russia and the United States. What can I do to help? And he did. He exploded with that. But he did make the Russians look like they cheat with the steroids and things of that sort, and make them like, not real, hard to, empathize with them. So I didn't like that part. And as you said, the writing was not much. You weren't the only one that said it. A lot of montage. And so it was basically just rehashed Rocky 3 and Rocky 2. For that, it can drop a little bit, but I will still give it a nice, solid 3 trees.
I love it. I would love to hear all you at home there, folks, fellas, gals, ladies, gents, people. What'd you think of this movie? You know what? You could go in cold like I did, or you can go in warmed up like Jason and have had previous experience of watching these movies. But hey, you be the fighter, you pick. Are you Rocky? Are you Apollo Creed? Or are you Ivan Drago? Go ahead, let us know. Also, check us out wherever you get podcasts. And if you are listening on the podcast, this is on YouTube as well, and way better on YouTube. I would go to Treason Space Show on YouTube if you're listening to this. Just saying. Anyway, take care. We'll see you on Monday next week. Take care, everybody.
What?